Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, made a post that was sarcastic about the latest happenings in the cryptocurrency market, especially about XRP. Garlinghouse went on X to point out that this past weekend was slow, implying that there was a lot less action in the cryptocurrency market. As a result, he requested that his more than 1 million followers on X share their thoughts on whether anything interesting happened over the weekend. The post received a lot of attention within a few hours, which is rather interesting. In particular, the post has received more than 2.3 million views, 15,200 likes, 1,972 reposts, and 322 quotes from people who are interested in cryptocurrency. It also received more than 3,000 comments. Due to some exciting developments related to XRP that occurred last week, a number of his followers referred to the post as sarcasm. The XRP ETF, the SEC Ripple lawsuit, and the potential establishment of a reserve associated with XRP were among the developments that most users brought attention to. Comment from the CEO of Ripple. Comment from the CEO of Ripple. XRP ETF CoinShares, a leading digital asset manager, entered the XRP ETF race last Friday by submitting an S-1 application to provide the product to authorized investors. According to the filing, the trustee of the product is the CSC Delaware Trust Company. On the other hand, the potential issuer has not disclosed the custodian, administrator, or transfer agent of the ETF. If it is approved, accredited investors will be able to trade the CoinShares XRP ETF on NASDAQ in blocks of 50,000 shares. With CoinShares filing, the total number of applications for XRP-specific ETFs has reached 7. WisdomTree, Bitwise, ProShares, Canary Capital, 21 Shares, and Rex Osprey are among the other potential issuers. XRP Reserve Strategy. At the same time, conversations about the potential establishment of a strategic XRP reserve in the United States gained significant momentum over the weekend. Last week, Donald Trump signed an executive order to create a presidential working group for digital assets, which caused this discussion to gain traction. The group, which is led by David Sachs, the White House AI and crypto czar, has been given the responsibility of creating a regulatory framework for the cryptocurrency industry in the United States. They are also responsible for examining the possibility of establishing a national digital asset reserve. Reports indicate that the move could be advantageous for assets created in the United States, such as XRP. Market observers believe that if this occurs, other countries will probably follow the United States and hold XRP as a reserve asset, which could increase its demand and market value. Ripple lawsuit against the SEC. Furthermore, concerns regarding a potential settlement in the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit gained momentum after the crypto payments company asked the Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit to set a deadline of April 16, 2025, for filing its cross-appeal brief. Following the request, predictions suggest that Ripple expects the pro-crypto SEC leadership will agree to settle the multi-year issue before the filing date. Meanwhile, legal experts like attorney Jeremy Hogan said that the request is a regular practice, as the Court of Appeals earlier allowed a similar request from the SEC. Despite these positive developments, XRP dropped below the $3 price level in the early hours of today. The third biggest crypto has been down 6% during the past 24 hours and 5.17% over the past 7 days. This dip echoes the overall market's performance, which has plummeted by 5.37% to $3.42 trillion. His statements follow a recent executive order by President Donald Trump, which has sparked conversations inside the cryptocurrency business. 3 days after he took office, he signed an order that required the establishment of a presidential working group to deal with issues related to digital assets. One of the clauses of the directive recommends looking into the possibility of establishing a digital asset stockpile instead of a reserve that just contains Bitcoin.
This has caused a lot of debate, particularly among Bitcoin maximalists, who believe that only Bitcoin should be included in any strategic reserve. Although the decision does not specifically identify XRP, the majority of Bitcoiners have concentrated on the token in light of the concerns because of signs that suggest it may be included. XRP is the biggest hurdle to a strategic Bitcoin reserve. For example, Pierre Rochard, who is the vice president of research at Riot Platforms, a business that mines Bitcoin, says that XRP is the biggest obstacle to creating a strategic Bitcoin reserve, SBR. Rochard claims that Ripple, which is the largest holder of XRP, is spending millions of dollars on political initiatives to campaign against Bitcoin exclusivity. He also claims that Ripple previously undermined Bitcoin mining during the Biden administration. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, on the other hand, said that the payments company is making it more likely that it would have a strategic reserve that includes cryptocurrency. He claims that this is in line with President Trump's emphasis on backing American firms and technology. Additionally, VET, an XRPL validator, took issue with Rochard's position that Bitcoin should be the only cryptocurrency, claiming that a strategic reserve needs to reflect the whole cryptocurrency market. VET claims that restricting the reserve to Bitcoin only serves the interests of Bitcoin maximalists and overlooks the wider advantages that the cryptocurrency industry has to offer. Increasing disagreement. On the other hand, those such as Wayne Vaughn, who is a supporter of Bitcoin, argue that a strategic reserve should solely include Bitcoin. Vaughn suggested that the United States should create a strategic Bitcoin reserve rather than a generic cryptocurrency reserve. The market member cautioned that if the government were to include cryptocurrencies such as XRP, Ethereum, or Solana on its balance sheet, it would be politically detrimental for the Trump administration. Haley Lennon, a partner at the law firm Brown Ludnick, also agreed with this opinion. Lennon thinks that a reserve should not include cryptocurrency assets that are supported by centralized organizations that benefit from their expansion. However, some people have suggested that MicroStrategy's significant Bitcoin holdings could be a reason to reject Bitcoin. At the same time, Lennon made a distinction between a stockpile and a strategic reserve. She believes that a stockpile might contain other cryptocurrencies that the government has seized, but a strategic reserve should only include Bitcoin. Attorney Jeremy Hogan challenged her opinion by asking why centralized promotion or unknown producers should be significant when creating a strategic reserve. He stressed that the goal of a reserve is to ensure that there is a supply of digital assets available for emergencies, which makes it unnecessary to exclude other crypto assets. Eleanor Terrett, a correspondent for Fox Business, witnessed the increasing tensions between cryptocurrency communities throughout the chaos. She pointed out that the lack of a shared regulatory opponent, like the SEC, has caused the discussion to turn inward. And compliant with the European Union MiCA standards, he sees this as a deliberate move that might make XRP a dominating participant in the stablecoin market. Notably, Ripple forecasts the stablecoin market to approach trillion-dollar valuations in the next years.